Good afternoon. How are we? It's the 1 o'clock session. New York is just opening now. Really pleased that you've joined me. Just checking a few things for myself, making sure we are where we are. So I'll share the screen with you and I'll be going through live trading. We'll do some mindset stuff, and then we'll also be very mindful. It's NFP today rather than tomorrow. So we'll see what the American market does and what we're up to and what's going on there. Okay. So all of those things will happen this afternoon. Without further ado, let's get the charts up, see what they're doing, what the market's doing. That's on the 5-minute. So New York has opened. Oops, let's go there. So let's see what the day's doing. Day's been buying. Okay. So it's buying the hour. New York's open slightly negative. Last hour's selling hour. The last 3 hours, nothing's really happened. Probably due to the fact that the market's waiting for NFP and seeing what goes on there. That doesn't mean no trading will be done. That just means thin trading. Okay. So we have to be very, very careful around the 130 mark. So probably I would say, and if you haven't got any objections, that we don't take any trade cards after the one we take at 15 minutes past. I'll take a couple, then we can talk. You can ask me questions about whatever it is that you are wanting to know about trading, about me, about how I trade, what the philosophy is, what brought me, anything you like, okay? As long as it's not rude. You can ask me anything you like, and then we'll do that. It's a sensible thing to do. So 1 minute past. You could have taken that trade card. Let's take it. We're a minute late, but let's see what it's saying. So it's neutral. So we're not doing anything until 1/4 at least. It's another gorgeous day here in Leicestershire. The sun is out. It's so beautiful. And had a nice brunch with Mrs. J. So much so I posted about it. So beautiful. Hope you're enjoying your trading. I've been very what does signal mean, Raj? Been very quiet for my own trading this morning. I had a lot of things to do. So did a couple of trades, made some money. And yesterday was, like I said, it was a bagging there. I think 12-15%, something ridiculous. It was way above 10%. So then you don't need to push yourself so much either. Quit whilst you're ahead is a great philosophy to have. So with that is that you set your targets and you stick to them. Okay, have a profit target, stick to it. So the last 1 o'clock trade card for me was a neutral, but I was late. So if you pushed at 1 o'clock, you may have a different scenario. That's okay. We're allowed to do that. Each of the cards that you get are dependent upon the time that you push the button. Okay. So this is the beautiful thing about it. It's not a signal service that's universal. Or sorry, you missed it. You can pull that out at any point. So thank you for joining me this afternoon. Hope you enjoy trading. And if you're new to it, ask me any questions you want to do on the chat here, and I'll endeavor to answer those questions. And if I don't know the answer, I'll make sure that I find it for you. Okay. So we've got a couple of hours together. We'll push the button in 2 minutes, see what the first trade card says. And the market's dropping on the minute at this moment in time. I do believe personally that the market will come down, but what it does with the NFP figures, I don't know. So NFP, if you don't know, is non-farm payroll. There it is at the bottom. So it is all the jobs that have been created in America for the last month or month of June, not including farm jobs, because obviously farm is a huge industry in the States. So excluding farm jobs, in the rest of the industry, how many jobs have been created? And what they do with that information is they then translate that into whether interest rates are going to go up or down, whether the economy is doing well or not, again, where the interest rates will go up or down. And that's what relates to the dollar. So dollar goes up and down with interest rates. Obviously, the more interest that the Americans pay, the more dollars it attracts into the country. The less. Gold is the same. The stronger the dollar, the more the interest rates are. So the more interest that's being paid on cash, the less the price of gold. Okay? The reason for that is it's a non-interest bearing asset. It's just a store of wealth. It doesn't yield any income. So that's in its most basic form as to how price movement happens in gold most of the time. It's also to do with the oil price and all sorts of things. So market is rising. It's at 5 minutes past. Let's take this one. We'll take the next one and then we will have a look. It's a buy. Right on in terms of the range. It's in range, slightly out. Out as in just a little bit high, but that's your call. That is TP1. So if you press the button as soon as you press that, that's TP1, right? That's where we're up with that. So we'll watch the market, see what she does. There will be movement, if not immediately, then within 10-15 minutes. If you were around yesterday afternoon when the new Fed chairman spoke, Kevin Walsh, I never know how to pronounce his name, and there was a huge upsurge in that. We were in that at the time. We were in a buy, so there was a huge, like a 400 pip movement that we could have had. I think it's about 500 pips. So gold moved basically $50 an ounce because he was saying blah 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 blah, basically saying interest rates not going to go up. Just trying to appease the markets, I think, more than anything else. Everybody knows interest rates will go up at some point this year in the US. And there you go. So that's TP1, TP2, and pushing towards TP3. TP3 is there now. So if you took that, that was great. Hey, trading account, what's your name? Why do you guys have these weird names, Toby? I mean, I understand you're a business, but I just use Cam Johar, right? So works well for me. How are you? Good. I think it's the first time you're here. Good to have you. Tell us about yourself. Ask any questions you want to ask. He's in back now. So you could have had TP3 on that trade. Very, very nice. Very quick in and out. Remember, we scalp, so we're not fund managers. We're not intraday traders. We're not swing traders. So market's coming back now. That's about just over TP1. So where are you guys? Trading account, where are you based? I know Raj is in Leicester. So we wait now, it's 7 minutes past, we've got 3 minutes. If you're in that trade, manage it. If you're out of it, brilliant. You could have had a decent profit on that. So obviously retrace back a little. We'll see what the hour's showing now. So New York is New York. It's a big cluster there. You're from Iran, wow. How are you? I hope your country's and your family's okay with all the problems that are happening in that part of the world. I was in Dubai in March. First trip got cancelled. Then I managed to get in there about 3 or 4 weeks later. Nothing, it was absolutely fine. So that's the hour. So 5 minutes. That is the 1 minute. So we've got the pivot point there. It's a historical thing. I just like them. It gives me a bit of guidance to say that, is that the high for the session reached, or is it overbought, which is the old expression we used to use. I haven't used that word for ages, overbought. I think that used to belong you're welcome. You're really, really welcome. I'm here at this time from 1 till 3. So we're here for a couple of hours. You're welcome to join us. And then we're here from 8 a.m. That's London time, obviously. It'll be about 11 for you, maybe 12. So I think you're 3, maybe 4 hours ahead of us. So Dubai, I know, is 3 hours ahead. So you'll be 3 hours. So I think is it 4 o'clock for you now? So tell me what the time difference is. So I did this from Dubai earlier in the year. So come and join us, please. Yeah, however we can help, be our absolute pleasure. So there's the it's reversing now. So 9 minutes. We're going to pull it down. If you scan that QR code, trading account, you can go into the Telegram group, and then I'm going to put my phone number here for you guys. If anybody wants to WhatsApp me, I had a gentleman here from Kenya this morning. There you go. 10 past, so we're going to take the next trade card, see what it says. It's a buy, still buying. $70, perfect for entry. If you're not trading because of NFP, I totally understand, okay? Totally understand. Remember, we have so many, we're here for 23 hours. The service runs when the market's open, so you can do that at any time, okay? There's no need to rush, they've got plenty of time. If you just want to use this session as a learning session, then come and ask questions. Support in 4 hours. I don't know what the 4 hours is. I don't look at that. We're scalpers, so where's the support? Where are you thinking? I think NFP will throw everything out this afternoon. We won't know what's going on. So that's the thing to watch. An hour after NFP, things will settle down. So that's clearly not a buy. 67. So market is very erratic before and after. So time to be very, very careful. That's all I'll say to you. Very little trade will be done right now. 13 minutes to the data. So all the analysts, everybody will be sitting there waiting for this data to appear before they make there it is. Yeah, 1330. 1330, simultaneously unemployment rate and non-farm payroll. That's the one. Red folder news. So turned into a buying hour. Massive spike on it though. Coming down again. 67. That could be setting the tone for New York apart from NFP. Let's see where it goes. It's 13 minutes past. That would have hit your stop loss. And your hard stop. So as I said, totally understand if you're not trading right now. Then we took that precisely there. Slight buy, but the rest of the candles all been red. So be careful when you get into a trade where the candles are red and the system's saying buy. Remember, the system's data driven. It's not a human being. So whatever the data points at, it'll spurt it out. 32 million data points it takes in. Market's dropping. See if it drops past that point. Yes. So it's right there. So all of these lines you can see, there it is. Even across here. Always look left for some guidance. If it pushes through, then it can push through a lot. If it doesn't, then that can act as a support, or it can act as a resistance. So it's pushed through that, And this is what Trading Account was saying. Do I think it'll break the support in the 4 hour? Yeah. There's lots of different points you can take. So I don't do technical analysis. We have a trade card system run by AI, which you can put down 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour. So we don't do charts any longer. We do not do technical analysis. We just learn to use these trade cards. It's much more efficient use of time. What type of trading do you do? Trading account, swing trading, intraday? You clearly don't do scalping like we do. That's my WhatsApp, by the way. For anybody else that wants it, drop me a message. If you want to have access to our trade cards, then you're quite welcome to do so. We just ask you to partner with our broker. If you're new here, trading account, etc., if you would just like the video and subscribe to our channel, okay. So don't worry about the support in the 4 hour then if you're scalping, right? You should be price action, not worried about the 4 hour. Want to be in, out, 20 pips, 30 pips, 10 pips, 50 pips, and 100 where you can get them. But so we're going to take, it's 16 minutes, so we missed that, but I want to take it and let you know where it's at. So it's selling, which was a bit, it wasn't obvious actually, 62%, not the highest, but down to 53 is TP5. Doesn't mean it's going to do it, okay? And if you didn't get into that, let's not get into a trade now until after an FP, okay? Just watch what the market's doing. Look at the hour, look at the day, what's going on, and then just gauge everything from there, okay? So it came down nicely, went up, came down. So just did that. So literally went from there, came straight back, couldn't hold it. Almost hit the day's high. Didn't quite do it, that was earlier. So we just wait for NFP now. And you may see some very erratic movements around NFP. Okay. Now without NFP, I think that would drop through. Yeah, so at least here. So there's some support there. So it's been down to here, which is there and there. As you see the wicks there, came here before 5 minutes ago. It's here again. I like the 5 minutes for this. Sometimes it presents a clearer picture. 1 minute can be a little bit noisy. Like I said, I think without NFP that would come through. Maybe just waiting for that. Quick push through before it. It's 12 minutes to go. Might be some profit taking. Just retraced back in that 5 minute candle. Trying to push through. Again, stronger this time. There's been a lot of support at the 62.63. We're talking about this at home this morning. So big effort needed to push it through. Pushing through now. Maybe it couldn't. So I'll take the 20 pass trade card, see what it say. Still saying selling. I used to do a lot of trading around NFP and around the Fed's interest rate decisions. Really good for scalping. Sometimes not so good, but generally speaking, can be very profitable. The market moves so quickly, but this is got to be very careful when you do that. So clearly reversed all the way back up. So hence I was saying it's not the time to be getting in because it'll do erratic things that don't really make any sense. Because people are closing accounts in terms of taking profit, hedging bets, all sorts of things that are going on. But volume's very low at the same time. Then the Americans are all off on holiday, so they may be in holiday mode. Especially this afternoon. We need to be careful. We don't need any luck. But thank you anyway. So we'll go to the 1 minute actually. That might give us a little back. So push down, one up, and then probably meandering down again. Unless there's a bit more room to wants to go up a little before that. So you can see the market generally and the data is all pointing to selling. Just a small matter of getting NFP out of the way. Saying 36 minutes ago, the dollar's easing as yen gains ahead of the US payrolls. Chip maker stocks struggle. So tech stocks are struggling, have been for a few weeks now. So if the figures are good, then gold market should go up. The idea of interest rates going up recedes. And if the figures are bad, then it should come down because the fear of interest rates going up increases. So that's where we're at with all of that. Market's going back down. Like I said, I think general trend is at the moment that it would come down probably further if NFP wasn't going to be in 20 minutes. Oh, in 8 minutes. But we'll see. It's always interesting. Fascinated about the market. Rather watch this than TV any day of the week. So I'm just going to check some stuff. What's the rate? So good morning, everyone. So market rising. I said it was a sell, so he's doing the strangest things, which it does, and it's expected just before an FP. Yeah, can be very wild. Just watch and see what happens. What we'll do is we're getting some trades afterwards. We'll wait till about Q2 and see how the market's affected. Of course, it's entirely up to you what you want to do, but I certainly will wait to see what happens with the market. Okay. So about 6 minutes. Sorry, 4 minutes. So see, this thing's thinking it's a buy. It's just buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. We call this a ranging market if you don't know, if you're new to trading. So the market's just ranging between a couple of points. Okay, then it drops, and picks up, drops, picks up. Yeah. So you can tell the data is actually not being applied. There's no rationale, no logic to what the market's doing. So everybody's looking at their positions and hedging those, make sure they're okay just before NFP hits. Hence the trade cards are not keeping up. Totally understandable. Totally understandable. Yeah, there you go, going back down. So the date is about to hit 2 minutes for FP. Market coming back slightly. Where it's going at the moment is anybody's guess. So if you're in trades, make sure your stop loss and your TP are in. Then you don't have to worry about the trade. It can only do one of two things. Don't be leaving stop losses open, yeah, or no TP is set. Okay, don't be doing that. So 1 minute. NFP. Let's see what goes. There you go. There's NFP. There she goes. Going higher, 4100. So let's have a look at it in comparison to where it's at. There you go. So that's the yesterday's high when Wash spoke. $17. It's been to 21. come off a little. 22. Sorry. Let's have a look, see what it's doing. Sometimes this is what happens. Digesting the news, it'll swing around, it'll go up, it'll go down, do all sorts of things. What goes up comes down because people start taking profit at the top. So there you have it. I hope you weren't in any sells that were damaging your account. So jobs figures will be good. Can't see them, they've just gone. Sometimes they flash up. The jobs figures will have been good. So the chances of interest rates in America would be lowered and the dollar will be dropped. There you go, look. So correspondingly, exactly what the gold did, the dollar did the opposite. And that tends to be how they correlate quite a lot of the time. So it's doing this now. May go a little higher, may retrace back. What we'll do is we'll wait until Q2 and see if it settles down a little to start looking at the trade cards. These are the days when fortunes are made and lost. We don't need to be a part of this. This is institutional play. There's the date. That's how it's looking. So let's see if we can see those. Non-farm payroll. Oh, wow. It was down. So it didn't create the jobs. If it didn't create the jobs, why is it going up there like that? Strange. Interesting. That was not a good number. Interesting. Okay, so market's rising still. Shares still up. Still rising. 26, 27. That's today's high. Going up more. 27. So I did that yesterday and got to the top. I put a couple of bar sells in. I was on my way to the gym after the session. Took a really, really nice profit. when they inevitably climb down. That doesn't mean that I'm not feeling it today, so I don't think I'll be doing that. So market's still going up, so it seems. Interesting in terms of what it's doing. So you've seen the hours, you've seen what NFP can do. It can make you a lot of money, but it can also take a lot of money off you. It can be very costly or very, very profitable. So if market's still rising, we'll let it settle down, and at 13.45, we'll look to take a trade card. Okay. The market usually leaves gaps when it rises so fast and comes back to fill them. So sometimes it comes back within an hour or so, sometimes it comes back within a few days. Sometimes it doesn't, obviously. You know, gold price is historically, in the short term, very low. So dropping back a little now, easing. A little short there, scalped it. Down. 60 pips, not bad. So the figures are looking good for US interest rates not rising. That's what they're betting on, with the market moving like this on gold getting higher, because they're betting that interest rates will come down or stay the same. So the dollar won't yield any more money. And as you see, yen gains. Yen's one of the safest currencies in the world, much safer than the dollar, because it's not in the firing line all the time. Their economy is considered very, very steady. So yen, I didn't know this until recently, is considered a very, very safe currency. Okay, so 39 minutes. What we'll do is we'll take the trade card. Whether you decide to take it or not is up to you. See what the data is pointing at. Although the data may be slightly behind because things are moving so fast when things like this are going on. A lot of traders don't trade half an hour before or half an hour after the market has done this, because they let it settle down basically. It's 40 minutes saying buy. It's a buy, very strong buy actually, all the way to 41.51. So if you want to take a trade, be careful. Make sure you follow the 3 steps, which is, that's good, that's great. And even from here, fantastic buy. But we didn't know that. There you go. That's TP1. So guard your profits, stop losses, and everything else that's needed. coming back. Expect some retracements when the market pushes this high, this hard, this quickly. So we've had NFP, markets pushed up all the way from 40.64 to 41.39. Yeah. So coming back understandably. It does do that. It will do this for a while. It'll range. It'll go up, down, up, down, up, down. Very unpredictable in terms of where it's going to land. So be careful with whatever you're doing. So I'm going to buy trade card at 40. That was at 140. I took that for you guys just to see what the data was pointing at, not necessarily for you to take the signal. I'd be very careful about anything at this moment in time, probably until about 2 o'clock. Market could retrace back 50-60%, or could it carry on? It gives a lot of confidence how the figures are interpreted. Then it could continue on its way up. Because with the scalping strategy, we don't really care too much what the market's doing, because we trade price action, and what we will do is, we will trade the market that we see in front of us. And that's the name of the whole game. Trade what you see, not what you feel. Never trade what you feel. I had a gentleman on the other day that had blown several accounts and then claimed that he was putting in trades on his demo account due to spider senses. Right? Might as well read tea leaves. So I've had a little retracement. It may range there after such a big move for a while, or it may start coming down. Can't see that it's going to carry on going up and up. It would have done that. So 2 minutes since NFP. It's only 2 minutes. Sorry, not 2 minutes at all. What am I talking about? Looking at 32 there. 15 minutes since NFP. Chance to make and lose a lot of money. So 1 minute, we'll take a trade card, see where we're at. $45, let's see what it's saying. Data pointing at a buy. I'm not so sure about that, whether I'd be ready to take a trade at 15 minutes past the news. Let it settle. Still got plenty of time to trade. Okay. I want to take that. Take it to you. As I said, it was a buy. But we don't enter a buy trade when the candle's red. When the 1 minute's red, I don't take it anyway. Market's just ranging there. Coming down, 27 now. So look, let's take it clear up on the 5 minutes. Not so much noise. So it's sold for the last 10 minutes. This is what I was talking about. You do that, retrace back maybe to 4100, maybe lower. We'll see. And maybe not. And this is why you stay out of the market in these situations. Yeah, quick scalp here and there. I do that. That's nothing sustainable. And you could get it just as wrong as you get it right. Dropping. See how far it was to come before it goes back. So it's got a green candle now. And I don't mind, guys, sitting here doing nothing for a while, sitting on our hands. Because, so if you just joined us, we've just had NFP, non-farm payroll. That's what it happened. Market shot up from 464 all the way, $4,065 to $41,040, almost $80-ish, something like that, that magnitude, all in 1 minute candle. Came back a bit, went up, carried on. Let's see what it wants to do now. If that retracement, that's all it is, and it wants to carry on up, we don't know. The trade cards are pointing to a buy. The data's pointing to a buy. But remember, when the market's moving really fast, the data can be wrong simply because the market's moved too fast. Volatility. We have a trading system, and some days I'm expecting it to trade and it doesn't trade. And I ring the team, hey guys, what's going on? You know, the market's done this and there's too much volatility. Yeah, it's a volatility gauge. So if the market's too volatile, it won't enter anything regardless of what it thinks. So this is what I was talking about. You know, very, very difficult to enter the market and expect to win. Yeah, scalp of 20 pips, whatever. I've had one for 60. Great, no problem. Yeah, but if you see a profit, take it. It's very difficult, very, very difficult to have a market like this and be trading. So what we'll do is we'll look at it at 2 o'clock. We'll continue to take the 5 minute trade cards just as a guidance, really, more than anything else. So it's meandering there now. See what she wants to do. So, and the general consensus is that probably 30 minutes before the news and 30 minutes after the news that you don't trade. Obviously, if you're stuck in a trade, there's a different story. You need to decide to get rid of it because if it endangers your account, depending on your lot size, or you need to sit and wait for it. And the only reason you'd be in a trade is because you'd be in drawdown, because if you take the profit, if you did, you'd take the profit. So this market now could just meander down in the next couple of hours. I did that yesterday afternoon, but it's a different kind of news. It was a speech by the new Fed chairman, and I presume he said to the markets, we're not going to have any interest rate rises, that the economy is in better shape than we thought, blah, 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 blah. So the market shot up. Today's NFP, non-farm payroll numbers, and the market shot up because it thinks that interest rates are not going to rise as quickly, and the yen has been doing really well. And again, it's on payrolls data. Just a little bit of background. You can look all of it up. You can read about it in various publications. I don't read so much as I used to about the market because we've got trade cards that really point us in the direction that we could be heading. So then you don't really need the research. So coming up to 2 o'clock, 52 minutes past, market's just ranging. Just do a little bit of work in the background. Got a new joiner that wants to take on our service. What do I need to do? So it's coming down. I suspected that. I was saying that to you guys. So just add my new member whilst we're doing that. We'll wait till 2 o'clock and then have a look, see what our thoughts are. Of course, you're free to take anything you want and carry on to where are we? That's that part. And let's see. So the market continues to slip. Just give me a couple of minutes. It's 5-2. What we'll do is we will just wait and then continue to come down. So as I was saying, market slips down. It can be very lucrative. If you go the right way, it could have gone up and started coming down, but you're trading at the top. But we don't trade with that kind of uncertainty. So what we'll do is it's 58 minutes past, market seems to be settling down. We'll take a look at the trade card at 2 o'clock and see what it says. It's 30 minutes since the news. It's a sensible place to be. If you want to be a long-term trader, these are the kind of decisions that are difficult. Sitting on your hands is very, very hard. But these are the kind of decisions that you have to make. You've got no choice. Right? The market is the market. We have to let it come to us. Don't force it. Just don't force it. Right? So it's come down to there. So it's having a little rethink. Yeah. So maybe coming down further. No, it's not. Right? I saw that a split second before you guys did. And it was like, okay. I think it will come down a little in time. Because the euphoria of what goes on will wear off. Nothing else has changed. Interest rates will still go up. 59 minutes. So we've got 1 minute before we take a trade card. We take this one seriously, okay? So we seriously consider this. See what it's saying. Having said that, if it says sell in the market and that candle's up, we're not going to go for it. I was just thinking about putting a buy in before this happened. I thought, shall I? I just didn't, right? Because you shouldn't. Don't break your own rules. Too many of those have gone wrong. It's 2 o'clock. Let's see what it's doing. So let's see what the data's telling us. It's a buy. All right. It's a buying candle. Let's see what happens. Right. So I want to get into that. See where the trade goes. Very still at the moment. Market's deciding. It's retracing. Within that 1 minute, it's retracing. Watch for that. Look at that. So which means it's selling. So be careful. Maybe too early. This will be a good one to see whether it's going up or not. It's still coming down. Right, it's clearly too early to be entering the market. It may go up again, but there. Right. So patience pays is a slogan that we used to have when I first started trading. Patience pays. Yeah. So it's retraced. Those two sharp candles that really pushed up, looked as if the market was going to go up. Data's pointing at the market going up. The data could be a little bit behind because of such a big movement so quickly. So we'll have a look at in 3 minutes time, see what it's doing, but don't be too eager to get into the market. Plenty of time to trade. So yeah, that wasn't a bad buy. When I say that wasn't a bad buy, where are we? Where's the market? 22. No, that wasn't a good buy. That would have stopped you out ages ago. Believe it or not, 2 minutes ago, the entry point was 28. That's how fast the market moves. Just need to respect it. That's all we need to do. Respect the market. It will pay you. It will pay you again and again and again. It is truly the gift that keeps on coming. New member joined. Welcome, Joanne, to the VIP group receiving trade cards. Multi-million-dollar technology behind it. We're so proud. We're so happy. So let me just check a few bits of info that I need to check whilst you guys are here. See what's going on. Okay. I want to say a very big thank you. Over 650 of you subscribed to our channel now, which is astonishing for us. You know, we started about 3 months ago. May and June is really what we did. We started in April. So that was about, well, it's it's still below the point. Sorry, I'm sorry. It's not a bad buy if you waited for it to retrace. 4 minutes passed, so we'll push the button in 1 minute. See if the market settled down a little bit, okay? Be careful if you're taking trades. I'm not taking anything right now because when I tend to be on my own and the market's ranging, I'm trying not to. Taking a couple of scalps whilst it was quiet. Made a bit of money. So you're not missing anything out, okay? You're not missing out on anything at all. 23 hours to trade. We don't have to pick the most difficult hours. You have a choice, okay? 5 past, let's see what's okay, still buying massive confidence in the setup. But it's a red candle, so I don't enter on a red candle if it's a buy. I don't enter on a green candle if it's a sell. And then when it turns green, I'll have a look at it, see what goes on. You see, you can go into that and get stopped out in the same candle. That's a 1 minute. Okay. Want to be long term. We want long term success. Want to grow our accounts over a period of time. You are welcome. So, whatever's happening now, 2 red candles, you should not have entered. And don't try and second guess it and say, you know what, I'll do this instead, because the data's pointing to a buy. So the market is in conflict. Okay? Real conflict in the market. So the data is pointing at one thing, market's doing the opposite. And that's just people taking profit, people hedging their bets, people cashing out, all sorts of things. Gotta keep away from the mess. Because once you're in it, it's very difficult to get out without it costing you a lot of money. Remember, you always have a choice whether you want to get in or not. Nobody's forcing you to press a button, okay? Only yourself. So this retracement could be much deeper than the last one. So we'll see if it breaks through this bit now. So I said to you at the beginning of the session that we've got NFP today, be careful. All the confluences, all the indicators that you're using, if you're not using ours, be very difficult for them to get anything right. Yeah? Because it's so volatile, because it just doesn't follow any trends or any patterns. A bit of news comes out, people run one way and they all go. Okay? They all go. And that's what starts happening. So that's why we're so careful. So 09 will take another trade card in 1 minute. You decide whether you're going to go for it now or not. So market is now retracing. How far it comes, I don't know. Yeah. Nobody does. Remember, it was selling quite heavily before we started this session, or before NFP. So if it just go back to where it was within a couple of hours. Well, this may be the new norm. This may be the range that it's in at this moment in time. We just don't know. And we don't need to know. We trade price action. We trade what's in front of us. Okay? That's what we're going to do. It's 10 past. It is 10 past, yes. Okay. Still saying buying. We're in a green, so you could have hit that. Yeah. It's in the range. It's green. Make your own mind up. That was TP1 already before it came back. TP1 again. Out and make some money. Come back a little. So TP1, see what it does. So make sure your stop loss is in. So 4 steps to a trade. Enter without hesitation, stop loss straight away, take profit, move your stop loss to better the break even. Okay, TP2. TP2, could have had that. TP2 again. Yes, heading towards TP3. Yep, TP3. Excuse me. Afternoon graveyard shift, isn't it? After lunch, although I haven't had lunch. I had a nice brunch today. That was lovely. messages. So that was a buy. 25 would have given you TP3. Nice little trade there. So it's settling down. Whether you took it or not, doesn't matter. The market's settling down, so we can have some confidence in the trade cards and things are happening. So it's okay. It'll go whichever way it wants to. We don't really mind now. So time to make some money and trade. Okay. Got 45 minutes with you. 15 minutes. Let's see what goes now. What is it saying? Okay, buy. Still buying. Red candle. Be careful. Yeah. Keep reminding you because even I forget sometimes. You get in the excitement, caught in the moment. Of course, it's always a good entry because if it's like does that, you could have got a slightly better entry, but that's not what it's all about. Whatever you do once, do it over and over again, right? Because that's going to come. Don't know how far it's going to come. Entry between 20 and 22, so it's right in the middle of the range. This is the best entry. Just seeing the little green, if you can call it that. Yeah, definitely now. So good time. Everything's there. Remember your stop loss. Okay? And expect to hit a stop loss every now and again, okay? So don't overthink. I hit one yesterday. I hit one today. And then on both occasions, on the next trade, I made up the stop loss and made some profit yesterday, particularly. Today, not so much. But I'm up on the day. That's all that matters. If you've got a couple of reds in there for your trading, number one is you want to be trading 10, 12, 15, 20, 30 trades a day. If your account is really small, you want to do more trades. That's the only way you're going to build it up. You either have money or you spend time. All right, be careful. It's coming down on the 5 minutes. Data's good, but now it's just normal trading, yeah? It decides to come down and the data's pointing at it coming down, that's fine. The effect of whatever happened in NFP is done. The market is where it is. So the data pointed to buy on the 5 minutes. It's a red candle. Let's have a look what the green's doing. That's doing. Yeah. So entry was around, I was going to say 21, 22, but it's slipped below that now. I think it's going to slip down. I think it's going to go through. I think this looks strong. So this is the correction from earlier, what NFP did to the market, the euphoria. And a couple of hours later, reality bites them all. And they think maybe we went too far. Has to break this, so it's there that time at the top there. You see that on the left? It's there again. Didn't break through. 1 minute. Take a trade card. It may come through now. Be careful. I spent a lot of people, certainly 30 minutes, maybe an hour. So New York's closed for this session. We don't do a Friday afternoon session. We only do a morning one. But New York's closed tomorrow for Independence Day, 250th anniversary of the creation of the United States of America. Congratulations to them. And whatever you feel is going on at the moment, it's still a great nation, great people. They are of us. Yeah, melting pot for the world. I know there's lots of issues right now, but we're all facing those. And that's why get your head down, trade. You can't do anything about the world, but you can do everything about your life. The world is the world. That's 20 minutes. What's it saying? Buy. Data. Okay, data. We may not disagree with it. Data. And if you disagree with it, go with your convictions and don't put the trading, okay? And I do, and I get it wrong a lot of the time, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, you've got to have confidence in your trading. So market's obviously trying to push through this if it's coming down. Data's pointing to buys. So hence this tug of war between the buyers and the sellers. So there was the buy. Momentarily. You wouldn't have had much chance of taking any profits there. Difficult. Sometimes markets are very, very difficult. You know, we had a difficult morning and then all of a sudden, bang, 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 we had a trade of the day. I think it went past TP5. And yesterday was the same. We had a really tough first hour. Second hour, we absolutely blasted it at 400 pips. I think it's 500 in total. Gotta pick your moments. I remember when we first started trading, Mrs. J used to sit in her office all day and not trade. Some days I'd come home. How are you doing? I didn't take any trades, didn't see any opportunities. None of this was around, no tools were here. So I'm thinking, how the hell did she do that? But she did it. And now sometimes in 20 minutes, she's done for the day. But that's taken 5 years to get here. Unfortunately, the world we live in, everybody wants to be where she is today. Nobody wanted to be where she was. Beautiful. Go. Let's come back. TP1, TP2 was hit. I'm not claiming any of you could have got into those. If you were diligent and sat there not, doing what I'm doing, perhaps. Try not to go against the trend of what it's doing. If it's coming up with buy after buy after buy, the market will turn at some point and start buying, even if it looks as if it's selling. 24 minutes, 1 minute, we'll take the next trade card, see what's going on, see what I mean. Just buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Market needs to come down to somewhere because nothing has actually changed. Only the prospect. Got any questions? Just pop them in the chat. I'll answer them for you. Anything that you're stuck on. Okay? Anything that you're stuck on, just pop it in the chat and I'll cover it. And the market, when we're not trading as much, it's always a great chance to get your questions answered. So if it pushes through that now, it's coming down much further. Been trying to do that. "25 minutes. Still buy. Yeah, despite what we're seeing on the screen. Again, red candles, I wouldn't be getting in regardless of what's going on. Broken through that. Pulled back. There. Now it'll be here for support or resistance. Here. That could be a resistance or support to stay above it. I've discovered my joy of selling again since I started following this program. We used to have we still deal with him. We deal with a trader that predominantly buys. So over a year, I just got used to buying. 99.9% of his trades were buying. Of course, the market was bullish as well. And I kind of lost the knack of selling. So the good thing about the system that we have now is buys and sells. It just follows the market. It doesn't matter. It has no emotion. So doesn't have muscle memory like a human being does. So it just follows the market, follows the data. So like I said, I've found my joy of selling again, which is lovely. So that was a buy signal, and it's below where the market was. So, but the candles are all red, so you would not have entered that. And the data gets fooled when the market is doing whatever it wants to do. So the fundamentals are not being followed, levels are not being respected. So I hope you're looking at your charts. Hope you're looking at the news, this kind of stuff, and everything down. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Gold rebounds, gold jumps, COMEX delivery, intentions breakdown, gold gained more than 2% after a weak US payroll 3 minutes ago. Let's have a look at that. Dollar ticks down, central banks buying mode in May. Spot silver, I said gold extended its gain, climbing more than 2% on Thursday after weaker than expected, weaker than non-farm payroll data, reduced expectations of a Federal Reserve interest rate hike this year. So we saw the weak data. Was it weak? I can't remember. So that's why the dollar dropped and the gold gained. Not gaining very much now, it's losing those. It's coming back down, 28 minutes. So you could have had a little bit of profit in that trade if you picked it up. Very loud car. Got any questions? Come and say hello. If you want to let me know where you're calling from or where you're sitting in, a trading account from Iran. We had a gentleman this morning from Kenya. So wonderful how far we're able to reach, even though we're less than 3 months old. Absolutely wonderful. Really, really pleased that we're providing education for people around the globe. Absolutely wonderful. Really pleased. So thank you for all of you that support us. If you want to do that, just subscribe to the channel that you are watching us on, and then if you press the bell icon, it will actually remind you when we're on. 8 a.m. London every morning, Monday to Friday, and then 1 p.m. Monday to Thursday for the New York Open. We're committed to delivering an education regarding trading gold. That's all we do. So that's all we can comment on. We're experts at that. We'll stick to it. Follow a very strict principle of never charging fees, never selling courses, never asking for subscriptions, and never asking you to recruit more people. We're not affiliate marketing. We're not an MLM business. We just want you to learn to trade. Our trade cards are free. So if you want to be inside our ecosystem, be part of our community, they're free. As long as you fund an account in your name that you control with one of our broker partners. So that was a buy. Excuse me. But it's been buying all the time, even whilst the market's been dropping. All the data's been pointing to a buy. Although it keeps coming back. I think it needs to come back to somewhere. Maybe a 50% retracement down to here somewhere. 4,100. So she's back in buying mode. Let's see what the trade cards look like at 35. So it's been an hour now, so you would have thought the market settled down and doing what it wants to do. So we've only had data that says it's a buy. That's TP2 on that trade. Heading towards 3 now. 3. It's TP3. So market comes down, reverses, goes back up. TP3 hit. Yeah, TP3, 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 TP3. Take your profits, lock them in little and often. Okay. If you can take profits every 10, 15, 20 minutes, you can never lose. Wowzer. TP4. Yeah, TP4. Great trade. Great trade. Going back a little bit, so let's see what it's doing. So gone past this, hitting that, gone past that, may come back. I'm not sure whether it will go all the way to the top again. Pretty hard sometimes, but not impossible. There you go. So heading towards TP4, we've hit TP4, heading towards TP5 if it goes up much further, but lock in your profits if you took that trade. Move your stop loss, and if you're going to continue to go for TP5, which you could have done, there you go. That's 5. So we finally got the buy-in, finally got the trade that we wanted. And this is what happens. We've been sitting here for, literally an hour and a half. Nothing much has gone, and then it goes and does this. That's better than TP5. Absolutely incredible. It's gone way past TP5. It's heading for that now. So let's have a look at the day. Huge. So it's been sitting there for 3 or 4 days. All of a sudden comes out. NFP comes, bang. So they think interest rate. Thank you. So interest rates are not going to be put up. So they think because of the jobs data. I think there's far more problems in the world than just their jobs data, but their economy is doing well again. Also, the figures say, I'm sure the conspiracy theorists amongst you will be saying, nah, nothing's happening there, right? So, that was a great buy. And 37 will go again in 3 minutes time. So hope you took some profits out of that, even if you came into the party late. Hello, Mr. Trigger, how are you doing? Good afternoon to you. Hope NFP treated you well. So there you go. Somebody from Iran, somebody from Kenya today. Loving it. Loving it. Never thought we'd reach anything past us, our little shores, with our little channel on YouTube. Good idea. Absolutely great. We were same thing. It's been so unpredictable. Although we just hit like TP6 or TP7 on that trade, if we got that in, beautiful. And very wise to stay out of the market on NFP. Takes accounts away. $39. We've got 1 more minute. So you're trading now, Trigger? Have you come back into the market? What are you guys doing? Have you put your toe back into the market? Are you trading? Are you staying out? That last trade was absolutely amazing. It's 40 is coming up, so we've got a few seconds. We'll push the button again. Be interesting is it's right to the top now, so see if the data's pointing to further rises in the market or not. So we've got the big picture. Just done that. So let's push. Still buying. That's what it's saying. That's the data's pointing at. I'm just a messenger. Okay? That's what the data's saying. Market doesn't care about me or you or anybody else. Okay? What we think, what our opinions are. So don't overthink it. Don't think, oh, I think it's going to do this. As one of my friends said recently, he said, Cam, every time I'm thinking about a buy, if I actually push sell, I would have done better than I do now. So that's how it can be. So retracing. Just range here now for the rest of the day. Sometimes after such big moves, it doesn't move a lot. Then it meanders down 24 hours later or carries on its way up. So it could be just kind of in this zone now the rest of the afternoon. I won't be surprised. So Q2 coming up. Been a quiet afternoon for trading, but as Trigger said, sometimes it's better to stay out of the market. Doing nothing can be a good option. So the update is pointing to the buy. This is good instinct, but the market came down further than it went up. That's TP1 right there. So 41.40 was the top, so it's right near the top now. Doesn't mean it won't create a new top, but you hear what I'm saying. So nothing near there on the hours for the last. You have to go back to 23rd of June to get back there. So over a week ago when the market was here. So is the dollar finally on the way up? Has it done the bottom it needed to? Again, retracing. So 4,000 is sort of the support, isn't it? It's been below that the last few days. It's 45. Let's see what Tertiary is telling us now. Where does it point? Still buy. So candle's green. You can take that. System's flawless. Makes mistakes because the data is mixed up. The markets are behaving very erratically. The data's the data. Yeah. Heading towards TP1. It's TP2. Still some decent trades in there, but they weren't easy. That's TP3. Oh no, TP2. Just about got to TP3. Let's have a look at it. Where should we see it? There's a look in comparison to. So that's the 4 hour. It's there. May go to that. May go to that. We don't know. Doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Right? Shouldn't matter at all. So market's still rising. 38, 39 again. That's TP3, 2. So like I said, the data is pure. Heading towards TP2, 3, sorry. So creating day's highs. gained more than 2% today. So good numbers from the States in terms of the prices going up and the thought of interest rates going up, receding for the day. Change, all could all change tomorrow. Still continuing to rise. It goes up and up and up and up. Will fall, of course. Start coming back at some point. But that's TP3. And that's a wonderful thing about what goes on. You know, 1 minute you're up, 1 minute you're down. And the market is the market. It doesn't care who we are. It doesn't respect us. We need to respect it, okay? So, sorry, I missed the trade card. If you still buying, more confidence than ever. It will top out at some point, but for now, we're still buying. Last candle was up 0.84 pips. 40, 38 and 40 is entry point. $43. Heading towards TP1. Got profit on the table, take it. May have a lot further to go, may restart coming back. So look on the hours, well actually no, probably 15 minutes. It shows a good, but yeah. It's a fair representation, isn't it? So this is the 15 minutes, 5 minutes, mate. Yeah, 5 minutes shows a little bit better breakdown. So, you know, went up, came back, it retraced on the way back up again. So, you know, the pivot point has been hit. Doesn't mean it's real, could go higher, but it's getting to overbought territory is what we used to traditionally say about this. So we're going to take the last trade card of the afternoon. Hope you found some profits. If you didn't, don't worry. We're back here tomorrow morning. I'm a big believer in the fact that the only time you lose is when you quit. Excuse me having my liquid lunch. I hope you saw all the pictures of my brunch on Facebook. So inspired. So continuing to rise, but not at the levels that we've seen before, obviously. There'll be some profit taking, there'll be some pushback. So yeah, I'm going to take the last trade card. So market has been going up like a rocket since NFP, encouraged by the jobs figure for NFP in America, still buying 61%, not as confident now. It's a decent drop on that last 1 minute candle. Retracing back. Still appears to be a bullish market. So that was NFP. No, it wasn't. Tell a lie. That was NFP at 130. We saw that. And we've been ranging within these kind of there and there. Just been above that, on its way up again. How much more it's got to go? Don't know. Doesn't matter. So we were still buying. 36 was TP1, 37 was TP2, 39 is TP3, is heading towards that now. So again, if you'd been careful, diligent, could have taken these trades. All the cards were there. 40 is TP3, past TP3. Right, so you've got two stop losses. You've got a trade SL and a hard stop loss. So they're interesting because they give you protection when the market's really moving. Mateus uses the hard stop quite a lot. I've started using it now. I want to give my trade some latitude. Yeah, that's TP3. So ending the session well. Let's see where we get to with this. I've had 3 profitable trades and 1 small loss this afternoon. Stayed away from most of it, scalped a little bit here and there. So we're going to end the session in a couple of minutes. I hope you enjoyed this afternoon. I'll be back here at 8 a.m. Tomorrow morning, and that'll be the last session of the week. And bear in mind, the US is closed, so there won't be the volume after 1 o'clock that we normally expect. London's open as normal, obviously, but New York is the one that adds the volume to London. So it'll be a slow-moving market tomorrow afternoon. The Yanks won't be around, but the London boys will be trading. And so we don't do a session in the afternoon on a Friday. So we do the morning session. So hopefully Mateus will be here. He was going to be here this afternoon, but then he got called away. So but that's fine. Does a superb job for us. Couldn't work without him, or could function without him, to be honest with you. Yeah, there you have it. So we hit TP3 on that. We didn't quite make it to 4. I'm sure it will if the market carries on. So those of you who got access can carry on trading and using the cards. Those of you that haven't, if you want access, give me a shout. We can get it for you. We just need an account opening with our broker and funding. Do that. We're quite happy for you to have access for free. There's no subscription, there's no monthly fees, there's no joining fee. We're not an affiliate marketing company. Yeah. We do this because I love teaching, love trading, love sharing my knowledge, love sharing my experiences with you, just so that it helps you. Helps one person, I'm happy. So that is 3 o'clock, brings us to the end of today. I hope you enjoyed being here. Certainly enjoyed sharing thoughts and ideas with you about NFP. So we steered through that. We said keep away from the market, which we did. Like Trigger and everybody else, all the experts tend to keep away. And yeah, of course, we could stuck a buy in there as soon as it started riding. Let's go. But it's too quick. It's too quick. 1 minute was there. Nobody could have got into that unless you were in it already. So watch yourselves, be careful. Use the strategies. Enter without hesitation. Place your stop loss immediately. Place your TP. And then manage your trade to move your stop loss to better than break even. Can't lose a trade then. Won't work every single time, but it will work most of the time. That's all you need it to do. So I should bid you a great afternoon. I'm off to the gym and take care. See you tomorrow morning.